Good morning, guys. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. As promised, we are going to talk about our breeding plans for 2018-2019 for the ball pythons. I have here every breeder snake that we have. The boys are on the little green cards, the girls are on pink cards. What I'm going to do is lay them out by breeding groups. So the male with the females he's going to breed underneath. Male, females, he's going to breed all the way across. And occasionally we'll have like a backup male, and we'll show you how we do that as well. We won't show every single solitary pairing because it just would get boring, but you know, this male with this het pied, this male with this het pied, this male. But we will talk about how we do it, kind of our thinking when we decide who goes with who, and we'll bring out some of our highlight pairs to show you and talk about what we hope to get from those breedings. So, without further ado, here, this is mostly snakes that aren't quite up to breeding weight. So they'll probably not get into the rotation this year. That's why they're in a separate little thing. Some of these are like old breeders that we've, or not old snakes, but breeders that we've bred before that we have now held back improved offspring, so we may sell some of these. So those are not going to get laid out. But all these should be in the breeding plans for this coming breeding season. So I'll start laying these out, and we will talk about them. So right off the bat here, guys, you can see a common problem that I think a lot of breeders have. If each male can pretty comfortably handle up to 5 females, we only have 2 males that are really breeding up to capacity. And honestly, males can handle a lot more than that, depending on how you cycle them. The way we do it, 5 is perfect for us, up to even 7. As you can see, we definitely have more males than females. According to the perfect ratio that we would like, we'd have a lot more females. But that's okay. We have a beautiful group of snakes here. So let me walk you through some of our thinking here. A lot of these snakes are first-time breeders, which means that, in my mind at least, there's a little bit of uncertainty, especially with the males, of whether they're going to lock up well or not with the females. So, for example, Leo, the banana enchi pied, this will be his first season. He's plenty big, but he's never bred before. Jonas, again, plenty big. Aura, Onyx. We have 4 males that this will be new for them, and a lot of females. Some of the females that this will be their first season are pretty large, you know, 1,800, 2,000 grams. So I'm not too concerned with their ability to get gravid. However, we do have some like 1,500 gram that they're just going to be reaching breeding weight here in a month when we are starting to breed. So we have a lot of snakes here. Who knows how much success we're going to have with it. We've done really well the last couple years, so we'll just have to see. Let me point out a couple of highlight projects to you guys. One thing we're really excited about is starting a Desert Ghost Pied project. Now, we have visual female desert ghosts and visual female pieds. So those are some valuable snakes. We are going to put Leo, who is a banana enchi pied male, to a female desert ghost. However, we're going to have a backup. We're also going to put Greg, our desert ghost male, to a female pied. And the thinking there is that not every female lays eggs every year. Most of them do, but they don't always. For example, the project we started this last year, the Ultramel Pied project, we decided to put both pied females to our Ultramel male. And I'm really glad we did, because only one of the females laid. If we had only put Charmander, our Ultramel male, to one female, and she didn't lay, we'd just be out of luck. We would have another year's wait before we could start that project. Because we had a backup female, one of them laid, and now we have a bunch of holdback double het Ultramel pieds, which was what we were hoping for. So that's why we're spending some pretty high-end, for our collection at least, females, visual, big, adult pied and desert ghost on trying to create these double hets, because we really want to start this project, but it can take more than one female if one isn't going to lay, obviously, and we can't know ahead of time who that is. So that's why we do that. Whenever we're going to start a project that we're really excited about, we tend to use at least 2 females for the project. And you know, some people don't. Some people just kind of bank on that one female, especially if it's a female that's plenty big and didn't lay the previous year. You're pretty safe that she's going to lay. But just in case, this is the way we're going to do it. Another project that we're pretty excited about, we are putting our Greg, the desert ghost, to our Mystic Potion female. And the idea is we could get Mystic het desert ghosts and Mojave het desert ghosts, put them together, going for the Mystic Potion desert ghost visual, which I think would be spectacular, but we'll have to see. I haven't seen one. That doesn't mean they haven't been done, but I haven't personally seen one. So that's another project we're very excited about. Again, we're backing that project up, if you will, by putting a Spider Desert Ghost female to our Mystic Potion male. So it's kind of the same breeding, just, you know, reverse of which is male and which is female. Again, trying to get Mystic het Desert Ghosts and Mojave het Desert Ghosts. Possibly my favorite breeding for this year is going to be Charmander, the Ultramel male, to Malika, a Queen Bee female. That's Spider Pastel Lesser. This is actually my sister's snake. We're going to have to go over there and show her off. She's a gorgeous snake. In fact, this Spider Desert Ghost down here is also my sister's snake. We produced that one. She bought the Queen Bee. So we're going to have to show those on camera because they're fabulous snakes. My biggest hope for that Ultramel project, though, are the lesser Ultramels. Those are absolutely gorgeous. Now, Spider Ultramels are fabulous. Pastel Ultramels are beautiful. Obviously, a Queen Bee Ultramel would be awesome, but the lesser Ultramel, that's kind of what I'm going for. They're just gorgeous. Super soft tones, and the color is almost like a purpley orange. It's really awesome. Other than that, we're going to give a second try to the Banana Green Pastel male, Dragonite. That's our male that's on loan from Colton Dixon. To Shayla, our Banana Cinnamon. In fact, we're going to probably pull those snakes out and show them here real quick, so you can kind of get a imaginative idea of what they might look like together. We'd be going for the Super Banana Gargoyle, meaning the Super Banana Green Pastel Cinnamon. I have no idea what that would look like, but I'll bet it's awesome. The other project that we're excited to start this year, Aura, is our Orange Blossom. That is a Dinker project from Tim over at HBP. We picked him up, it's been months now. He's growing like a weed, and so we're just going to see what happens and throw him to a couple of girls. We'll throw him to a Mojave, a nice big Mojave girl, and a normal Volta, a really big female. And we'll see if we can't get some visual offspring from that project. If it's an incomplete dominant gene, then we ought to get a couple of babies that look like him. In case you haven't seen the videos that we've shown this snake in, this Tinker project to me is a pretty obvious mutation as far as he's different from a normal. That doesn't mean it's inheritable, but we're going to try and see. Basically, there's a lot of orangey, peachy colors coming all the way up the sides, really across the whole back even. It's a very clear color difference to my eye, at least. So we're hoping that we could put him to a couple of girls and see if we can't get some offspring that look like that. So this is our female desert ghost, Hari. One of our female desert ghosts. The one that we're going to start out in this pied project. This is our Banana Enchi pied male, Leo. He's a low expression pied, but he's definitely a pied. You can see up around the neck and here by the tail. He's definitely a pied. So what we're trying to do is combine these two snakes. Now I'm not exactly sure how that's going to look. I have seen desert ghost pieds. They are fabulous. I've obviously seen banana pieds. I've seen banana desert ghosts, but I have never seen banana desert ghost pieds. Certainly not with Enchi on top of that. So I don't know what this is going to turn into, but we're very excited about the possibilities here. Again, he's a little on the small side still. I'm guessing 600 grams or so. We've still got another month or two of heavy eating before we actually have to put these pairings together. So he'll be a good 700, 800 grams. We're not worried at all about his size, but he's never bred before, so we'll have to see how he does. But yeah, that's one pairing that we're very, very excited about. We'll go pull out another one. So we've talked about this pairing before, guys, and I apologize. Dragonite is in shed right now. He's in blue, so he's nowhere near as bright and awesome looking as he ought to be. But that's okay, still beautiful. This is Shayla. She's the banana cinnamon girl. And we want to put these together. Again, Dragonite is a banana green pastel. She's a banana cinnamon. Cinnamon and green pastel are in the same complex, so they would form an allelic animal called a gargoyle, just meaning that it's two different alleles on the same gene locus, so it acts like a super. So a super banana gargoyle would be pretty incredible. Every single baby from a super banana gargoyle would produce a banana cinnamon or a banana green pastel every time, and that would be awesome. So that's what we're hoping for. I think it's only 1 in 16 odds of actually landing that animal, but that would be just fabulous. No worse than putting together double hets for a double recessive project. So it is definitely possible, but either way we should get some amazing looking babies from this pairing. She's plenty big. We nearly could have bred her last season, but oh no, we did. She just didn't lay. That's the thing. I was like, man, she's pretty decent sized. So yeah, we will put them together again and see if this time, with another year, she was pretty young last year. I think that was it. She was plenty big, but she was only like a year and a half old, so she was pretty young. So here we go. This is the next pairing we wanted to show you guys. So we have here Onyx and Jadis. Onyx is a GHI Enchi Gravel. Jadis is a Super Mojave. We're excited about this pairing for several reasons. The initial breeding ought to produce some incredible snakes. GHI Mojaves have been one of our favorites, and I think a lot of people's favorites since they came out. And since she's a Super Mojave, every offspring will be at least Mojave. Half of them should be GHI Mojaves. However, he's also Gravel and Enchi. So we could get some incredible snakes right out of the gates. But what we're also excited about is to get some GHI Mojave Gravels to hold back so that we can work on some GHI Mojave highway stuff. So the gravel, yellow belly, and asphalt as well. We don't have asphalt in our collection yet, but those combos with yellow belly make those highways and freeways that are just stunning. Head over to like Mutation Creation or Justin Kabilka, JKR. They have some just absolutely cutting edge highway and freeway stuff going right now. So go check them out if you want to see some of the, top of the world kind of combos for highways and freeways. But we could start some really cool projects with that since he's a gravel. So we're kind of excited in the short term and the long term for this project to make some just GHI Mojaves with a couple other things in there, and then long term starting some highway stuff. I apologize, he's also in shed. We figured we'd pull him out anyways, but he's a little dull looking right now. That's okay. And also you might notice he's still too small to breed. He's probably only 350 grams right now. He needs a ways to go. So he probably will not start breeding until halfway through the breeding season. But we're confident. He's been eating like a pig. He's grown really well. So we are going to give him a chance to breed. If he just won't lock up, again, the two females that we are currently planning to pair to him, we will put to other males. But for now, this is what we're hoping will go together for this coming breeding season. So I'll go ahead and put these guys away here in a minute. But I just want to talk about this, very rudimentary system that we have in place. The reason that we do this is, one, I hate computers. I just can't visualize things very well. I like to be able to hold things and move things with my hands, and this works really well for that. And we're able to move females around between the different males very easily. So we can say, oh, I actually think that this pairing would work better. So we can just swap the females around how we want them and try different things, different combos, and if we don't like it, we can move it back. I just really like being able to lay it all out like this and see it. And maybe when we have more snakes, this won't work as well, but right now, with the number of snakes in our collection, this works great for us. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed seeing how we do this. I hope you enjoyed seeing some of the snakes. Let me know what your favorite combos are from the ones we actually showed physically, or just the ones we talked about, or something you saw down there. And yeah, hopefully this gives you guys some ideas. And until next time, we're the Reptile Barn.